Okay, we're fine. I'm unmuted now. Shit, I didn't realise. Are we in? No, we're buffering. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're back in. Alright, forget about that. We're gonna restart. So hey guys, it's Tigz125. So I'm with my sister Susanna, as you can see her right beside me. We're gonna be playing this game again. She knows nothing about this game. She knows about the jump scares, but she doesn't know what the jump scares consist of. I'm going to be doing some spoilers of what we've previously done, so if you don't want spoilers and you want to go back to the other ones that I've done, then obviously please go and do that before you watch this one. And hello! I'm good, thanks, you? My most favourite person in the world.
Bro, don't come quick. How, like, oh.
I get very excited every time he comments.
Yeah.
Bully.
I'm trying to bully.
That's good, I'm glad to hear that. Anyway. In my bed. That's not mine. What yeah, you've got them all in the same place. My mum's!
She can go back home.
No, she can't. Oh, stop it. I'm reading. I'm trying to read what's on the screen so I can get all the things inside. If you don't want to be here, if you want to continue, just go into one room. Yeah, good. Anyway, my investigation up to this point had led me to believe that finding Tashaki Kawana would be difficult and convoluted, but that couldn't be further from the truth. YouTube's having a funny moment. Please excuse me for 1 second. Okay, YouTube's doing its funny thing where it's doing the comments. So this guy said we have loads of comments about Shredo. Turns out his Kendo dojo was well regarded as a popular training spot for a few national championships and several of the city police officers. The latter made me nervous. The information I was asking for was sensitive, and I didn't want any of my investigation finding its way back to HQ. A few misfired questions for the assaulting officers knocking on my door, or worse, Yukamara calling me out. Sorry, I was telling you. Oh my god! Hi, Josh. Josh is laughing. Yeah. Don't look at me like that, I'll whack you in the face. Yeah, oh.
What's your YouTube? What's the subscribe?
I had to be caught. You're not subscribed! I'm sure it's the point like, give me your phone.
You had to make a new one, remember?
Okay, if you had to make a new fucking birthday account. Thank you. Why are you not signed in? I had to be cautious. Oh, okay, I can move. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I forgot that this is how we play the game. Inside is a traditional tea shop, but it doesn't look like anybody's been there recently. Okay. Why octopus? I mean, you are in Japan. Yeah, you go on. I'm going to buy an octopus ball. Hello there. Would you be interested in buying some of the finest... Oh, Tokyo-i.
Takoyaki.
Well, Sonny, you say whatever you want in Tokyo. This isn't the cheapest stuff you buy at a food stand at a
I don't have
festival.
Gina.
They will make you question everything you know about octopus and ball form. You can say no to that sales pitch. Sure, I'll take some. Look at that. Wow, you're right. This is maybe the best I've had. Thank you, miss. On all silence.
My hair is bugging me.
Leave my hair alone, I will bite you. Right. Oh, sorry. Comments are being really, really funny. Give me a second. Why is it doing this? Can you please be careful? You've already cut me. That was your fault. Sorry, what was wrong? Sure. Well, who are these people?
I lost my crisps.
Look. Tourists, most likely I can hear them speaking English. My English isn't great, so I doubt there'll be much of help. But I wonder what they're talking about. Hello there. Is there something we can help you with? I don't speak wait, Japanese? Your Japanese is perfect. Since I'm a college professor, I'd probably be out of the job if I wasn't. I'm not a college professor, but I worked for a Japan software company, so I'll be in a bit of trouble too. Don't look at me, I just live here. Well, not in Tokyo, in the suburbs. Whoa, I think you guys speak Japanese better than I do. They probably speak better English than I fucking do at this precise moment in my life. I mean, sorry, I would have never have thought. Would you prefer to speak in English instead? No, I mean no, please. Japanese is fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to be nosy. I guess I don't see people wearing yukata this late in the year. Is there a festival or something? I'm using my phone so I can see the comments, but what is the comments? That's how I pronounce it. It's just sorry. You. I don't know. It might be the internet for this. I'm kind of YouTuber. Thanks, Dana. Have you seen people seen your ugly face?
No.
Excuse me.
Disappointed.
Oh, I thought you said I feel that something because I wasn't listening. Anyway, I was reading. Shush. Pet, no, we come from Askausha. Persia, sorry. Every year. And becomes part of the tradition after all. Guess it makes it stand out more than we already do, huh? Don't knock tradition, Tony. Admittedly, my legs are a little cold though. Ask about the dojo. You guys go every year, you must know it pretty well
I
by
can
now.
see myself from
I mean, can you stop? I'm trying to say I'm, and I just said I mean because of you. What? Fuck it. I'm looking for Kendo Dojo works. It should be in this area. Why does that name seem so familiar? Oh right, he's the instructor at the dojo right behind us. People say he's some kind of prodigy, but I wouldn't be surprised if he became a master in time.
You're like lag.
I will. We're always gonna lag because someone downstairs is watching YouTube.
Lewis, stop.
Supposedly he's very particular about who he trains. I guess he doesn't want to waste his time with people who aren't serious. Makes sense when you think about it. With how good he is, we must get a ton of wannabes masters coming to him. Yeah, it might be the internet over here because Ace downstairs is watching YouTube, so he's taking a lot of the internet, and it does mess up my streaming, so I do apologise. Seems like he trains a lot of police too. In the times we've been standing here, we've seen a few go in and out. All that, and I think he's still in his 20s. He's still so young, he must be under a lot of pressure. No kidding, I've had a talk of an interdepartmental tournament that's become a master of fight for different regional departments.
Why are you green?
Because that was the way it was, because it glitched me out on that one. Okay, why are you going through all my screens? Thanks. I wish my work had martial... Oh, no, let's not say martial arts. I was going to scimitar. Never mind. Whatever. Can you stop? You're confusing me, and it's really making it really hard for me to think. Competitions between departments. Nothing will work out the unspoken tensions between me and my boss quite like a good smack to the jawline. Police find each other hard. That must be pretty brutal. I mean, I guess the police in Japan really don't actually use force all that much though. Yeah, anyways, how do you know so much about the dojo? I mean, I live in Shingawa, and I don't know anything specific about it. You see, it says it right here on the dojo flyer. He was out here about 10 minutes before you came, handing them out. Kind of seems a little prickly though, so he didn't talk to him. Did I say prickly? I think I said prick. I'm not really. I don't know what I said. I wasn't looking for. I admit, it must have been much cooler if we known all of that off the top of our heads. But we're glad we were able to help you regardless. So, it makes me feel a little silly now trying to learn more about him from the flyer. Considering he chased so many priests, I'm surprised that I've never heard of him until now. You associate with the police somehow? Huh? Who, me? No, of course not. I'm investigating, see, like a private detective. Listen, if anybody comes by asking about a female detective, just, sorry, I don't speak Japanese, right? Exactly, I appreciate it. Anyway, I should get going. Sorry to bother you. Thanks for the nation, guys. Our pleasure. Good luck at the dojo. Let us know if you learn any kendo tricks. The men in the department always puff out their chests when they talked about the kendo competitions like it was going to impress them or something. Never paid much attention to it. Still, it's still strange that somehow someone related, however faithfully, to the mask is yet another tie to my old life. Takashi Koana sounds like stuff. Okay, cool. Let me run. I'm going to look. This looks at the dojo I was looking for. It has a very traditional anesthetic. And oh, sorry, please excuse me. It says who? Whoa! Who are you? A friend. You're a friend of my sister's. You expect me to believe that? A little old, don't you think? Geez, thanks. Really. You think I wouldn't recognise you? You're the officer who was at the shrine in April and was killed. I know you're lying about pretending to be a friend and ended up trying to get something. Don't look so shocked. Your little deception was easy to be that's all. After your idiotic see, I heard her crying every night for months. Don't bother her anymore. Get out here before I order one of these. Or one of your fellow officers has to throw you out. Oh shit, I kind of fucked up there, didn't I? Oh well, who really cares? Well, that didn't go well. Maybe you should just soften her brother up. Oh, should we have to go all the way fucking back because I fucking messed up? Great. I don't really care. I'm after one ending anyway. I'm not after. Yeah. I don't know, but there's one person watching. Stop asking. So annoying. Thank you. You greedy cow. Stop eating. Stop. Yeah, how do I soften up your brother because he's a cunt? Thanks. Your brother. I think I managed to find your brother. He didn't exactly seem happy to see me. Yep, you found my brother all right. He's been protecting me ever since we were little. I know I probably overstepped my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he'll tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? You know, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone tries to hide it, I still can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family's been acting so strangely. Even my own brother is keeping me in the dark. I'm so sick of it. Sure, I'll come with you. If I went alone, he'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way. But if you're there, I'm sure he'd tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything else. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better. No more stupid little no more stupid little Maya. I'd rather be hurt and aware than happy and ignorant. But before we go, let's check on Grandma. These days, if she doesn't know where I am, it can really set her off. All right, we'll make a quick stop at the house. Thanks. We're going to exit and we're going to run up the bridge and down the bridge. Yes. Oh, what's this? A dead crow lies in the middle of the street. The small body is in a bad state of decay. It's covered in dry blood. The maggots have begun eating its remains. I really wish I didn't look at that now. That's great. No. I said no visitors. Leave me alone. Grandma, it's me. Please open the door. Maya, oh Maya, it's you. Please come in. Yes, come in. Give me a second. I've got a message and I've got to read it. Ha 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 ha. Okay, right. Sorry, I just had to go and check that out. What is she doing here? It's okay, Grandma, she's here to help. How? Ha, don't make me laugh. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something, and you were going to free me from the past. Free you? Are you talking about the mask? Do not discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it. Like needles in my skin dragging me to it. In my dreams, I can still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place where those we've lost reside. I'm so old and have wasted so much time, and yet the pain won't go away. My poor Imako. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. Imako, you mean Mum? Find her. What are you talking about? She's gone. Takashi told me she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking such things, Maya. If it weren't for this woman, you'll be safe at the shrine. No, Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe where everyone lies to me. I'm going to see Takashia, and if you don't tell me the truth, he will. Maya, listen to yourself. You must stop. Opening the door to the past will solve nothing. Ever since you're little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please don't go down this path. You look so much like your mother. And you, Detective. Perhaps my granddaughter is too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen, what you think you're able to do, but keep my family out of it. We've suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from my family. Tell me, do you know the story of, oh, for fuck's sake, why is it these really, why is that just disappearing? What's going on? No face. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back in because for some reason it was like, haha, no. Okay. Okay, now you're making me say really, really, really weird words, and I don't know how to pronounce any of that, so I'm sorry. Grandma, this again, I'm sure she's not interested to hear some old myth. Really, we should get going. Stay right there. Though I've told you the story many times, you don't seem to grasp it. Two people were the first of the gods known to us by the kami. According to the legend, it was drops of the ocean water that fell from this person's jaws and devotion with them to the realms of the mortals. These two people had many children. I can't read that word either. Why is the screen gone all fuzzy? Of nature that inhabit the natural worlds all around us. For a time, life was peaceful. However, as this person gave birth to this person of the fire, she was horribly burnt and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying, faced with her mortality, new Kami was born from her suffering. Kami that hid away from the light. When the person passed, in his rage he struck down the child that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he plunged deep underground to Yomi, who Kani, the land of the dead. Wow, this is really, really weird words. Wow. Can you go downstairs and can you ask Lewis, or can you text him and tell him to stop watching YouTube? Because he's really buggering up the stream again. I've asked him politely already. Distraught with grief, he wandered the darkness until he finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, this person begged this person to return with him. Replied that she would ask the gods of Yomi no Kani for permission for permission to return to the land of the living. He's on his PlayStation, he can't use data because he has no, and his PlayStation doesn't work with his data. Incapable of restraining his desire to see her, set his comb alight in order to look upon his lost love. Okay, thanks, appreciate it. What greeted him with the sight of her decaying worm-eaten face. In horror, he attempted to flee. Enraged, said dark spirits would pursue him and drag him back to her. After narrowly escaped, sealed the entrance with the great boulder. So you see, it's our mortality that brings suffering to the world, yet resisting it is a perversion? Yeah, of the natural order. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Detective, some things cannot be changed and some doors should never be opened. You must stop. Grandma, you're talking about the story of myth. We're talking about real things. The story might be a myth, but there is truth within it. Can't you see that? The things you pursue, the unnatural, unclean. Heed my warning and stop this foolishness. I won't let you involve my family any further. For those bastards take my Amiko, then you show up. Perhaps I'm being punished for my sins. Mia, come here, my sweet child. We must keep you away from her. No, Grandma, I told you already. I'm going to see Takashi. I'm an adult now. You can't tell me what to do anymore. No, you can't. You can't go. We must protect our family from outsiders, Mia. You're reopening old wounds. Leave us alone. Let us heal. Heal. You think I want to heal? Can't you see how much these lies have kept me ready? You're the one wounding me, Grandma, not Itio. You're delusional. You tell stories of Kami's spirits. Takashi might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. Damn, that's not bad. Yeah, swell. You know what we promised. There's not going to be back to you, because it made me sound like I'm a broken record. This time he's going to tell me the truth about everything, about Mum and Dad too. No, stop. I tell you how your parents, you can you? You never told me how they died. The reason always changes every time I ask. No, Mia, please, you must listen. They might be listening. They're still out there and they haven't forgiven me, can't you see? What are you talking about? You're insane. That's a mood. I'm sorry I spoke to you that way. I'll be back to check on you soon. Don't go, please. Goodbye, Grandma. Wow, bye, Grandma. Fuck you. I'll see you later. That's me in a nutshell. Oh, but shit the fuck up. I was trying to run and I didn't realise that the dialogue was going to fucking come up. I'm sorry, she's got much worse since you last saw her. No, it's fine. Why do you think she told us that story? About the guy? I don't know. It was kind of creepy, wasn't it? She was talking about it like she really believed it. Come on, let's go see Takashi. No. I mean, I have to, but no. Enter. Oh, I'm going to see this bumfucker again, aren't I? Whoa, where do you think you're going? Me and I leaving, what of it? Oh, well, you can't go. I got a call from Mia's grandmother and she said she has health issues and she has to stay. I didn't ask what they were, but we didn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again. It must be pretty bad if she called. Mia's an adult, but grandmother can't keep her there. Let's go. No, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere. Do you mean to punch you in your mouth? Because I will happily smack you. I don't want to use violence, though.
You just said you wanted to smack him in the mouth.
Oh no, I didn't mean to take that! I hate these controls. Why is the controls for this game so fucking hard?
Yeah, I'm going before I get beat up.
No, you're not going to get beat up. I didn't mean to hit you, I'm sorry. Do I have to help you out?
Yeah.
Stand around with my freaking food.
There's not food, there's...
What are you doing? Is he gonna be okay? He'll be up again in a few hours. No, I'm really bad. I'm fucking pissed. I didn't mean to punch him. Why did he stop us like that? He's never done that before. Still, you shouldn't have done that. He'll be fine. Let's go. Wait, you can't just leave him. What if he's hurt? Yeah, let's go. He might not be the one who wants to stop us. But fine, let's go. I didn't mean to punch him. I was trying to leave, but the game wouldn't let me leave, and I was just like, I just punched him once. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm such a fucking moron. These controls are so hard to do, because once when I'm actually doing stuff, it makes it so hard. I hate it. Mia, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that to Takashi, it's my idea. I asked her to go talk to you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Sure, if you needed to talk to me, you could have come yourself. No, if I came alone, you'd fail on my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need to see. See, what are you talking about? Where did you get that? Put it away. So, you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true, I wasn't hiding it. It was not something you ever needed to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Itio. Mia, I understand that you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, the last has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April, Mia was found at knife point by another girl. It was this match she was looking for. A match your family is connected to. Looking for it? You're supposed to be a fool to think I can keep the truth of my family's past from you. The past. Does this have to do with Mum and Dad? Yes, and so much more. First of all, that matter when I was a child before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called the Kamkia, of which our parents were members. A cop, you're kidding. How do your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. It was a group led by a girl named Tigz125, who promised a simple life away from the hypocrisy and fullness of the city life. And my mother was on her way to earn her PhD. They choose to give up their lives in Christ to follow this mystic and live at the compound. It was one of many what they put me and Maya through. It was unforgivable. The mask was at the compound, but why they had it or what they had believed it could do, I don't know. Alright, see you later. I will, I'll check that later on. Do you think there are any members left who would know? No, you see, there were no surviving members. They died, all of them, including our parents. I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room when we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark, and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with me and around, and me trailing behind. Once we were back in Tokyo 7 days later, Grandma told me our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad, it was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, and I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak about it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those months were all a bad dream. If it weren't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents. But ignoring what happened couldn't ease the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they even care what might have happened to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Kamiki than I did studying. I thought that if I could understand why my parents willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed, but I was wrong. Nothing I found ever gave me peace. Mum and Dad died while part of some cult. I don't believe it. It's true, I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide away my feelings as well. I think that Grandma was too painful for her to talk about it. I believe she took possession of the shrine and wanted to live a simpler life. We have to keep it secret. There was no way we could live a normal lives with the stigma of the I'm never going to learn that word. Let me just tell you that now. I'm never going to learn that. I suppose keeping that secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing kendo gave me the measure to control over my life again. Please excuse me for 1 second. Okay, give me just a second, let me stretch mine. But Grandma, who made the choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. She started going out and babbling about how she was looking for Mum. When she came back home, she would have rotten stink on her clothes. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers holding nothing but the mask, the same one from the compound all those years before, and the one he's holding out. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from the past came flooding back. That's when I decided to leave. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air, or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. And as the mask with her, it always made me uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Wait, Grandma was looking for Mum in the sewers. I don't remember any of this. You were in dorms at school at the time. Oh yeah, because that's what they do. They used to be in dorms. Yeah, because that's Japan. Grandma's strange behaviour was part of why I insisted you go to those private schools. I couldn't drag you into the madness of our past. We parted ways without you ever speaking of it, and she was so much better by the time you returned. Detective, what exactly is it that you're looking for? Surely our family's history is not of good use to you. I assume you've heard about what happened to our partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seemed like a nice person. No, Mia, you've helped me plenty, but I have to do this on my own. She's right, I apologise for not telling you all this sooner, but you can't get involved in something so dangerous. I I already thought I lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now. Alright. Thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I'll head back now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things you do, but we're still family. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for your help. You're right. I'll come visit you soon. It looks like she's gone. Maya's not here, so there's no need to worry. No doubt wrestling that mark is taking a toll on me. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense, darkness behind it. I had such a strange dream that I saw things I would never have imagined on my own. There was always an unusual air about it, and I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Maya again made me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her to get hurt. But like you said, I don't believe the mask is simply blood and pain, though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did, except for one man. On the street there's an old tea shop. Perhaps you saw it on your way in? An old historian man named Yashua. I was gonna say, that's not his name. I'm trying to read. I'm really sorry. It's really hard to like get these names down. Yashuhisha is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on a mask, he might be the best person to ask. Okay, I was going to strike this off. I never pursued the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally about other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information. Hopefully he can shed some light on whatever it is. I hope so too, but please, detective, be careful. I really wish I never punched him. I didn't mean to punch him. That's actually going to really bug me, because it made me click the fucking wrong button, and I don't know why. Is it going to say the same stuff? Okay. Enter the tea shop. Welcome, come in, do sit down, no need to be so formal. And a fag sounds really good right now, sorry. No need to be so formal or stand there like a statue. How can I help you? Are you Hisha? Takashi told me to come speak with you. Oh, and how's Mr. Kwana? Still as prickly as ever, I suppose. I've always found him to be wise beyond his years, though perhaps not by choice. I disagree, my apologies. It's the quirks that come with old age. You know, what does Mr. Kwana think I can help with? I'm looking for a few things related to the Kamika. The group his family got mixed up in. A more difficult question than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. The first, as you know, the religious formed by and the second, the ancient order over 1,000 years old. What's that you're holding? I was told it's related to it. The newer one and the one you could tell me about. That explains many things, child. The far off look in your eyes for one. Imagine you have many, many questions. Masks are interesting, are they not? They are meant to be a disguise, and yet a mask cannot lie or Wait, why am I having a problem over this word? Contract itself to hide the truth. In that sense, it is the mask that is now more truthful than the human faces we hide underneath them. Oh. I wonder how you came to be in possession of such an object with such a dark history. I think it might be related to a missing person, but I don't know anything about it beyond that. But that itself is the essence of history. I know what I was trying to say, but my mouth was just like, no, we're not going to go with that. Layer upon layer of personal connections that are continuously peeled back to their root. Relics like the one you hold, often take unusual routes where they end up. Relic, is it from the cult in the 90s? Then I can hardly call it a relic. Misguided and I know what the word is. Why is my mouth not working with me? Deceptive, though he was no fool. In order to gain his new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. That's not what I was trying to say, but well, I'll go with that word now. That's a new word, right? Control in order to manipulate his followers. The mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. Only I guess I say it out loud. It sounds silly. I'm sorry I wanted you. Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems like it takes you to another place. Or perhaps it's why you can see visions that don't seem real. Why you feel a strong will exerting itself onto you. Oh yes, I know about those things too. How could you know about that? When Mayasa was in possession of it, he believed that it showed him a path that remained the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Why does it look like I'm getting messages but I'm not? Why is YouTube being a buggy bitch today? Okay, apparently I've now got so many more messages I haven't even read. Okay, whatever. I don't discount such phenomena as the ravens on the Madam repeats itself. Do you too look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows? Not shadows, I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I could possibly have found otherwise. Most interesting. Tell me, detective. Oh, apologise. Do you mind if I call you that? I don't remember telling you I was a detective. My mistake. You must forgive me. A slip of the tongue. I believe it's why I believe it's the way you carry yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have such a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. And you do seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is you are chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experiences are not an illusion provide you with any level of comfort? I'm not sure, but I do feel something, maybe hope. It's like I finally got foothold of the solid ground. Ah yes, knowledge is the light in dark places, is it not? Why am I getting messages? It's not. It's Twitter. Sorry, I keep on thinking I'm getting messages. It's like, what? To think a relic of such importance will end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe? Are our lives controlled by fate, pre-measured threads of determine our deeds, or wishes on our end from the minute we come into existence? Or conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherited in the universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds, and that which happens to us seamlessly by accident? Do you believe it is fatal chance that decides what threads of life are brought short and which are followed? Sir, you need to give me a second to like process what the fuck you just said. I think it's fate. Like, to be quite honest, I think it's fate. This is like my opinion, obviously, not what the game is thinking, what I think the game's going to give me like the good end of based on. But I think it's fate. I really do. I think fate is what's like determined us of like how we're going to like live our life. I know how dark I've just gone. I'm really sorry. I'm going to say fate. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel your life has been somewhat out of your control as of late. Control her. To be honest, I don't feel like sorry, I was going to sneeze. To be honest, I don't feel like I've had that much of that since the mouse came to me. You said that the mouse was made by the old Kameneka. Why? Confusing me can't be the purpose it was made for. Ah yes, more complicated answer than you might have wished for. Indeed, it should have come to no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally enigmatic. Perhaps you could do me a favour. Don't worry, it is in relation to do with this very topic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel like it could shed a great deal of light on the subject. What kind of book? A book in the missing fairy. I'm sorry, I jest. It contains the mask bearer. Mask bearer? That's me, right? Although you carry it, that does not make it your bearer. All will become clear when this book is returned to me. Sounds easy enough. Where should I start looking? Oh, you don't need to go far. The man who has it is right outside of this building, in fact. As I said, it's not much of an errand, but of course I couldn't leave my shop. He's right outside. This won't take long. I'll be right back. Okay. So it's the guy that we spoke to. It's the burger guy. No, the octopus ball guy. Ah, scrap tea shop. The old tea shop next door? Isn't that place closed now? Closed? That can't be right. What else do you know about it? Pure conjecture on this one, but I think I might be owned by a instructor from the dojo down the street, on account of him being the only one I've ever seen it now. You might not believe me, but I swear I saw him in there chatting away to himself. He might be a little nuts. Then again, it might be something super awesome, meditation technique. Oh man, why didn't I think of that before? Next time I will ask him for some pointers and send spider on me. Well, the grapevine is that he is a regional champion or whatever, or something, and has trained some of the best. Lots of cops train with him too, so he must be good. Maybe he's not crazy after all. Speaking of which, I have a very crazy question for you. I know you said it was closed, but do you know anything about a book taken from them recently? I was led to believe that you would. Oh, geez, go on. Like I said, the place has been empty for years, but you know, I spent a lot of time outside and half the time the door was wide open. So one day a few months back, I decided to have a look around. Nothing suspicious at all, nothing. I was just curious after all. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was really dusty and old, and there was all sorts of weird stuff lying around. So I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't super old or nothing, so I thought no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can get deep in the dumps sometimes, so I try to stand by whenever it happens, you know. So I put a little gift for cheering up. Back then, he was going through some particular tough times. His bitch wife, pardon my language, miss, and left him and taking their kid daughter with her. He still doesn't talk about it, like he's in denial or something. Whoops, got track again. I was heading to visit him the ill-gotten book when I got a phone call saying he was at the hospital. He OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. Thank God that idiot decided to do it at the bar he owns with the door unlocked. The customer came in and called an ambulance. If it wasn't for that, I'm not sure if he'd still be there. That's quite the story. Sounds like to me like he wanted to be found. Yeah, I think so too. I think he was trying to ask for help in his own way. In any case, I took the book to him while he was in the hospital. Wanted to show him that even when he was at this village, there was someone that was trying to do something nice for him, you know. I think it helped for a minute anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to the toxic little bar. I hope he's okay. He's got issues, but he's my little brother and I worry about him. He hasn't been answering my phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's bitch ex-wife, sorry again, had the brilliant idea to put his skills back to the cheap part of town. Despite that, he's on to it everything he's got. The place is slowly bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. All he has to do is sign some papers and move on, but he can't. Something about it has its claws deep into him. I've been trying to get him to join me in my business for years. He's a great chef, and we can make him kill it. Maybe it's not the same as owning a whole bar, but serving passbys and getting some sunshine. Sorry. It's good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad, I hear. Much better than wasting them away at any rate. Yeah. It's a funny little side street. Anyway, if that book is important to you, he's probably still got it at his place. You want the address? Wait, I knew you looked familiar. Your brother is Dalcio, right? You know him? Small world. Was probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Tell him his brother Harto says hi. While you're at it, tell him that the stands are still here for the future and to get his boat over here. I do that. Thanks for your help. Oh, so he's the that restaurant guy that we bumped into. We got to look here. It automatically takes me to where I need to go. Like I can't actually move around the map. So I just wanted to give you a heads up there. I can't actually move around the map. There he is. Hi, how can I help you today? Hey, how are things? Oh, you know, the same old, same old. Funny thing, I met your brother while I was in Askahusa today. You met him, what's the chances? Who knows, maybe it was 3 or whatever that means. I don't know what that word means. Who would have thought? So he's still selling it at his stand, did he say anything? He said to remind you that the stands are the future and that you should go and help him. And yeah, you talked to him alright. Anyway, the optist, that guy. I actually have a favour for us. Do you still have that book your brother gave you a few months ago? Yeah, the only thing the guy gives me is a headache. Not sure if I can help you. He said he gave it to you when you were in the hospital. Oh, what makes you think I was in the hospital? I only go to the hospital for checkups. Besides, that don't bring me stuff all the time. Anyway, trying to drag me, kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener. Always running his mouth, frickin' traitor. Those were just some hard times, nothing serious. I just drank to my shuttle. I'm really sorry, Detective, but I do not know what you're talking about. You remember giving me an old magazine though, back in the hospital? It was one of the ones I used to do when I was younger, when things weren't quite so complicated. Wait here a second, am I having the storeroom still? Dang it, sorry. Hold on a sec. Amazing how much junk someone accumulates over the years. Maybe I should have shown this whole stuff up to her. Here it is. It's yours, detective. It's her! She's on the fucking magazine! Her? Hey, no wonder I recognise the photo you brought by. It's the same girl, an idol named Ruby. Renna? No, Ruby, see it says right there on the cover. Pretty crazy though, still in my shop. Guess that means you're still looking for her. I wonder why we keep running into each other. Must be fate. I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose. If you say so. Do you mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. By the time I start getting rid of some of my old junk. Thank you. See you around. Take care. That's really strange. She's on the cover of the book. Oh, sorry, the magazine. That's so scary. I'm gonna go talk to him again. No, I can't. Okay, entity shop. Ah, welcome back, detective. Is that my book I see in your hands? Gee, I guess I'm not surprised. Are you trying to tell me that Renna is the mass barrier you talked about? That's hard to believe. Does it surprise you? After all, it is whom you see in the dark, is it not? The dark, that's what the collector called it too. How did Renna get mixed up in all of this? I only know that fate has entwined this girl's life with the forces in the mask. But, Maka... No, why did I say Maka? My intentions behind those circumstances are mystery, I'm afraid. But people will see history as something as a distant past, and for an old man in black and white pictures. Both that book and the girl are as much part of the history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present, the people to each other, are not always apparent. But peel back the layer of connection, and the randomness of our universe neatly orders itself. As a teen idol, an ancient order of the tool that they created, and the detective who holds it now, all form a neat and tidy line. When it was some sort of idol living in Tokyo, not part of the sleeper cell in some cult, it doesn't add up. Oh, on that, detective, we can agree. So why don't we start at the beginning? With how the mask ceased to be a mere object, the story starts in ancient times in the year 1333. Oh, we're going to have some backstory now. Keep your eyes peeled, get some popcorn. At that time, Kamakura was the capital of Japan, led by the Hojo clan. It was time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment. Peace among men is I can't read that word. Why? Oh my god, why are my eyes watering? That might make sense. My eyes are starting to water like a beach. And like many before them, and so many after, the time of peace came to an end. The Nitta clan, loyal of the Emperor Go Diego. Sorry, that's from that's Dora the Explorer. Ignore me. I think that's my picture of Dora the Explorer. Led a siege against the Hojo controlled Kamakura, taking the city as the tide receded and left a key passage open to the invaders. What's wrong?
No, I was just checking to see if you're alright and that, see if the stream was doing alright.
Yeah, the stream's doing fine, thank you. Well, a little story time.
Don't know why, but I was thinking of something else. I'm not going to say it because obviously we might get in trouble for saying it.
We'll have a little story time.
Why did your mum know?
She's in her room with the cats and she's always in there. Oh. Because I punched someone in the game by accident and she thought I was going to go and punch her next. So she left.
Okay. I'll leave you to it.
Okay, bye.
Love ya.
Bye bye. The Hojo clan fled to the caves of their family temple. From them, there was no hope of victory or escape. They chose to remain in their honour. Instead of surrendering, 870 Hojo Saramis. Why can I not read? I hate reading. Including the last 3 regents committed mass suicide. However, the clans enrolled in their quest for the Emperor could not see the roles they played in the plans of another group. The religious sect known as the Kamakara, or whatever, I'm just going to say that. It is said that the flames, a girl was seen wandering the streets, observing the carnage of the burning city. A girl lost in history, who went by the name of Shikako, whatever your name is, was the last survivor. Okay, so whatever they were trying to do, they failed. I mean, they all died, right? No, they did not fail. Everything went exactly as planned. Did not survive by chance. She was chosen. Chosen for what? To receive the blessing of the spiritual energy that so much death afforded. To become the first mask bearer. Mask bearer. They used the deaths of all those people to create this. Why? Legend has it that they sought to contain the door, a rift leading to the spiritual realm, where our consciousness cease to be and time holds no meaning. A place where cause and effect will be changed. Why? Why do they spend so much human life and give up so much to do that? To stop it from fuck. Please excuse me. I clicked the button way too quick. Give me just a second, I'm catching up. Why did it just fucking skip? Why did it not pause? Why the fucking peanut did it not pause? I need to read that. I need to read that. Come on, game. Why are we back over here? For God's sake. Please give me just 1 second. I'm just going to try and get up to whereabouts I missed. It's so annoying because I just fucking... Yeah, you're going to have to just give me a minute. I need to read the last bit. This is so annoying that I actually just missed that because I accidentally misclicked the button. To stop it from being abused, imagine being able to see the world as a god, so that the flow of time and the rules which govern our world are of no consequence. This is the power of the door. Okay, we got it. To a mortal mind obsessed with the finality of death, meaningless accomplishments, such power be corrupted absolutely. The power over death. So a dark place was created to obscure the door and hide it from mortal eyes, along with the tool to control and see within the darkness. It's true, isn't it? All of it. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's true. Finding the door could be the key to bringing Tanaka back. Some doors, no matter how strongly they call to us, are not meant to be opened, and they're willing to give their lives to keep it that way. The mask opens the minds of all who come into contact with it, but it is intended for its bearer. Using it to find the door may destroy you. Maybe you're right, but I could at least use it to find my way into the dark. Just like the collector said, the only thing I don't get is how Renner is connected to it. That is a mystery. As he told you, the last known notification of the mask was the cult only a few decades ago. Much was supposed about the Kamenkar and Tokamayas. They existed. Then on March the 4th, 1996, they met their end. There are many theories that the police killed them during their raid to the compound, or that someone within the cult snapped and murdered the others. Nothing but conjecture, I'm afraid. The real answer lies somewhere deep within the police records, and though I remain curious, it is not something I have access to. Perhaps the best place to start is there. Finding out about the last day will help light your path to the truth. Though I wonder if such object bred from suffering can truly put an end to it. Is it you who can finally break this terrible cycle? I spent so long time now, I'm tired, so tired. Farewell, detective. Okay, so we now have to go to the police force. Sitting there comfortably, he casually laid out everything I've experienced, like he was reading it out of a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups, a door to a spiritual realm. It sounds like a myth, an interesting story told by travelers to a bygone era. It's hard to believe it's related to Kazuki Arena. I can't understand it. The push between the samurai and the young girl. He said that Rena fit the story. She's a mask bearer, but how? Yashia, the collector. I thought when I met them, I entered their world and start to understand how I understand. However, faintly, what was going on? My intrusion as a detective tells me that I just think from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyway? How long have I been out chasing these beats? They tend to hide the hours feeding to each other, even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. Oh, my head. Maybe I should take my medication? Impossible though. It seems following the old man's hunches my best bet to finally understand the math. Even Takashia didn't know what was happening. Finding the police report was the only way forward. A few weeks ago, it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull out the file. A bit more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst that could happen? I shall head straight to the ruins and queue and see what I can find. You're gonna get arrested. Can I go to any? I can't even go to any other place now. As I said, I'm stuck here. Oh shit, you've got to be kidding me. Funny, me and some of the other guys were just talking about you after practice the other day. Specifically that we were taking bets on how long it'd be before you showed your face again. Shame you're coming in here now, cost me 10,000 yen. That's not what matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. I won the last department kendo tournament. I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah, thanks for your new office, by the way. Anyway, non-detective duty cops, or you in other words, aren't allowed in HQ right now, so what do you want? I need a favour. Oh man, this is just getting better and better. Begging me for a favour, huh? Kind of figured you might someday. So what do you want me to do? Sneak into the evidence locker, steal your gun back for you? Ha, like I'll do anything for you. The brass have already told everyone in the damn station to steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck for people's careers, well, myself excluded, I suppose. Wouldn't expect anyone to do you any favours from here out if I were you. And I'd rather not have people see us talking and think that we're all friendly or something. Now get out of here, or I'll have to pull someone down here. I can't violence, I've already done too much of that. I can't do any more violence. I can't. I would love to fight. I would love to give you friends, but I can't do it. I don't know what it wants me to do back here, but it wants me to do something. I'm surprised to see you back. How can I help you, detective? You train police. I was told your dojo trains a lot of police. That's right, I train many of them personally. Do you know oh, that guy from Detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah yes, Detective, I know him quite well. I'm a great deal of inmate talent and martial arts. Though the talent is offset somewhat by his own, how to put it, brash personality. Wash is very diplomatic way of putting it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but he's just about the other day, just about the unusual link I've got left in the police force, and the only person who's trying to stop me is the most. Seeing as you train with all the time, I was hoping you might know something that will change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you black now? Beyond the obvious reason why I want to help you do that, I'm also having to think it won't work. You might be surprised to hear this, but he actually lives in a very straightforward life. His excessives are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not among his fellow officers. I hear he's engaging to be married soon as well. No one actually agreed to marry, that's fine. Hot poor girl. Yeah, very nice girl. Apparently they're quite happy together. Oh yeah, well, how long? We'll see how long that lasts. I asked what exactly he did to you to make you feel so strongly about him. He did to me how you'd be asking him that. Ever since I started, he looked down on me and never missed a chance to remind me how he was about. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and at my promotion, it would shut him up once and for all. We eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, he didn't shut up like you thought. Then it got worse. It started with him showing me rumours about me sleeping around in HQ, and then there was a various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I won. It's all falling apart now. They'll know her. He's got my old job, and every time I see him, he has that smug grin on that stupid face like he's helping me. And to hear the fact that, at least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. He's not the first person to think of wanting to deserve the promotion I got, but it's done a little extra when he ended up at my desk. Yeah, I thought so much. You're not saying you think that random sexist, lazy, good-for-nothing ass actually deserves my stop spot, are you? No. Why? Why does it do that? Why does it do that? I don't get it. It just skips me down all the time. No, I can't judge the inner workings of the police force, but from what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be. Often I watch my students spar and I notice an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcome of matches have nothing to do with their actual skill. Is there more to the end of the story? Students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they even enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as strong will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, while the other student has trained himself to desperately defense. It's not a skill or merit that wins throughout, but it's expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not so sure if I like it. You're saying that unless I can break his perception of me, I'll keep losing. Like, exactly. For a man like him who expects certain things of women, you find him at every turn, but if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough for me to win this fight. Sounds about right? Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Sucky. Is that how you pronounce it? It's a gift. Wow, that's far enough. I don't even know you. I suppose in order to bring myself in front of scum like him, I suppose you would bring. It's not for you. It's for him. Oh, and here I was thinking you were being nice. This is a very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's his statement. A gift for his promotion. The promotion he's got, a promotion into my position. Think it's a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike at his heart until he drops his style after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know the type of woman he likes. As much as it pains me to admit, that might work, for heaven's sake. The historian, what is he? I spoke to the historian. You were right, he knew about that and the mask. Takashi, what is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Are you alright? He's just an old man, what else could he be? No, Takashi, you must have noticed there's something off about him. Like the collector, but not exactly like him. I'm not sure what he told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric, but too physical for his own good, but he's one of us. Allow me to offer you some advice. What are you feeling about right now? It's not him. It's you. The more time you spend researching in the past, the more I'm going to feel like the world has gone mad. But it hasn't. It's continued to turn on its axis the way it always does. It was me who became unhinged. It was always all-the-way detective. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. Okay. Is there like a drink drink, but I don't want to do that. I want to leave. There's so many different endings that we could do. I'm going to have to learn which endings I've done, what things I've done and what things I haven't. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm sorry. That's it. I've had enough of your... Wait, what? You heard it right. I'm sorry. You're a good detective, and I want to congratulate you on your promotion. Here, this is for you. I get it. So you think bribing me is going to work, huh? Is that a bottle of Kendo Michia? No way. It sells out in weeks. Even my family rarely managed to get a bottle, and they knew the people to ask, how did you get it? That's not important. Consider an apology for how I've treated you in the past. I present this to you as a way to formally hand over my old position. It's clearly in better hands now. But... Itio, get up, will ya? It's fine, just get up already. Okay, I accept your apology. How? Didn't know you felt that way. I mean, in light of recent events and all, it's long overdue. Guess with all that stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. Glad you finally learned to manage your emotions appropriately. Thank you for your kind words, Detective. Once I return to the department, I know I'll have much to learn from you. Hey, it's a little early for that kind of talk, don't you think? We don't even know if they'll let you back into the force after the hearing. Yeah, I suppose you're right, Detective. I should have spoken so rashly. For fuck's sake. Stop that, please. I've always thought you'd be a better cop if you listened to your fellow detective a bit more. I suppose there's a lot you have to learn from me, eh? I know, you're right, Detective. I was so brushed before. That's probably how I ended up here. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping this by. To tell you the truth, it's been a rough time for all of us. It's better to stick together. We're on the team after all, right? Once we're back, me and you can partner up. One can only hope. I'll be so lucky. Right, look, I've got to go back to my office. You need anything else? Well, I was thinking, but, oh no, I couldn't possibly bother you. You're so busy. It's fine, I can handle it. Go on. Well, I know I shouldn't have, but I've been doing a little research in the unofficial captivity, you know, but I was wondering if you could pull up a file for me. You know I can't give you access to the system. You're suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulation, and I guess if you stay on that side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you. So I don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the drink. Oh, thank you, but, Detective, I wouldn't want to impose on your busy schedule. Fuck's sake, this is so fucking good. Again, stand up. Suki, I'm going to have to go back to my office. Look up this file once and log it into the search query to my name. Got it? Yes, sir, of course. I'll be in my new office all afternoon to check any calls there. Clear? Yes, sir. I think he's gone. Damn, I mean, I've twisted some guys around my finger before, but that was something else. Don't think it'd take long to get your office back if you can keep working that magic. Listen to me very closely. It's very important that you teach me how to do that for our professional purposes. I think you're on your own. I think you're right on your own. Oh, fine. By the way, you've got his signal off. It's signed off. What did you want me to look up for you? On March the 4th, 1996, there was a raid on the compound belonging to a cop named Kemikia. I like the officer report, plus anything else you can find on it. Wow, that's some really heavy reading material. I'll get right on it, boss. Doesn't seem like there's much gone here. Looks like there's only one file. Rightio, I put it on the USB so you can take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. Here you go. Thanks, I owe you one. You owe me more than one. See you around. So we have now got submission. So we have now got what we needed, basically, to... We're going to have a lot of reading, by the way, apparently. Apparently, from now on to the rest of the game, we do have a lot of reading. And I'm not ready for the upload button yet. Something doesn't smell right. There was a raid on Comcast. What left is this stone breathing bit. Doesn't add up. Not to mention so much water here is really up the track. Okay, right, I'm going to read because obviously I want to. Read from report, incident report. Code number 51115. Reporting officer retracted. Agency retracted. Date of incident 4th of March 1996. Date of report 9th of March 1996. Time of incident approximately 0550. Summary. Tasked with raiding compound belonging to cult known as... Okay, located and retracted. Mission details retracted. Arrived to discover 12 bodies, VOA, near compound, including cult leader. Okay. Other bodies included 6 females and 3 other males verified in age, along with 2 children. Cause of death retracted. 2 other children and 1 adult considered missing may be dead, other survivors retracted. Personal effects collected at the scene of the crime, including mass and several other ritual objects. Result. Raid considered a success. Cult known as activities have been produced, survivor members rescued, Officers arrived at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including him and the parents. Why are they due about how they died? Not to mention the report staff was still there almost a week after the raid, so why is there not any autopsy report? There's 2 children and 1 adult are being missing. That must be Mia, Takashia and their grandmother. Guess that means that Takashia is tending to treat after school. So many people have been hiding information from me. It's almost unbelievable. Still, for such a short report, it raises a whole lot of questions. The list of the dead, their cause of death, if there was any other survivors, what else they found? It was all lost. Even the location of the compound is classified. All I know is that the map is found in the middle of a pile of dead bodies. What would happen there? Why was it covered up? The report is unclear, but it's obviously terrible happening at the compound. No doubt the mouse has been part of a play in those 12 people's deaths, and one way or another it's found its way to Lena afterwards. She said she was searching for the door, which means the connection to it is no mere coincidence either. The collectors of the past of the dark will never reprove itself and therefore understood her past. The report is dead end for now, but he gave me another lead, a talent agency called Omega. It's not a whole lot to go on, but maybe I'll find connections with my lead and get the dogs. So now all I can do is to have a show and ask around. Right, let's have a look at my sanity. My investigation is plus 66. I don't really think it would be bad if I take 1 pill. Yeah, it didn't hurt just to take 1 pill. As long as my sanity is stable, I'm alright. How long have I even been playing this game for? I've been playing this game for over 4 hours. That's great. Right, exit partner. And then we're going to go to this new place that we need to go to. Whee! Sorry, I got really itchy now. The collector mentioned a talent agency and the name of Omega here in covered picture. I don't know how to pronounce that, the casual now. Unless there was a big sign advertising it with a home belt, I need to ask around to find it. Okay, how long have you queuing for? Probably queuing for long and things are I'll just continue. I've been here at 11 o'clock. I've been queuing for 47 minutes, but keep going. Yeah. Based on the dragon monsters, or whatever, I can't read that word. A general vibe around the building. I guess this place is no normal bar. No time in this place is right here, like the three places is really cool, so I don't recommend it. So I doubt that any other house I recommend it to be. Not that I probably won't give me any trouble, but they're definitely outgoing. Grab that, they're hearing about seeing me. Hey, hold up, don't I know you? Do me? Yeah, you, but that's really something to think about. I didn't detect all the group space before the time. Like, yeah, that's it. How did I recognize you before? Hey guys, can someone else from the school that I think we should do it? Hold it. You read that stuff here. Why do you feel like that? I know, I'm not just my job at sending no check, I don't really check it. Yeah, but with full HP, you might have more than the job, you know what I mean? Like, you should have taken time out when she hasn't done anything wrong. Reading on the definition of the parent. Listen, I doubt I need to remind you what's wrong person that needs to do. You guys have experience. Like, I'm not saying we should rest here, only going to look at small people. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be to you today. No one, not even the detective here. You're not bringing her back. Especially right now, things like that really on the ground around the fine family shake up. Don't need to be of Officer Honor. Applied for a promotion and then so long as the tip comes into HQ that honestly said I don't want to side. Even got a gun to the child home after the privacy. Yeah, I've done it. It's always gone missing from everything. You think that story's true? Does it really matter or not? The point is, we ask too many questions around here now as we know. Only for some beliefs we are held hostage by someone. Besides, screw it, maybe you guys are all right. I suppose if the best case you ask them, say we didn't see any detectives. That's right, we did see you, and you definitely didn't. Got it? Yeah, I got it. You know, truth or isn't that exactly as using permission for a position to be in here? You mean I'm gone? Yeah, it doesn't give us a whole lot of options, so I'm more expecting a HQ and we'll give a shit for it around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read papers, don't detective. You heard about the Italian family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. And that's when you need some subject. You never know who's working or who are. Listen, detective, whoever you think we are or whatever you think goes on here, it isn't simple as box, bag, box, remember that? Covering TV might be the fact that we don't have to keep right? Right. Like, you said, we're trying our best. Don't cause any trouble for us. We're trying to fail by not letting it go. So, there's plenty of things scary about that. That's for sure. Why don't you need long detective? I think I'll do that. Good luck with this. Seems the club is pretty popular and it's already had a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars will give me a nice good idea where to start looking for my gun. I mean, yeah, alright. Well, can I ask you something? Whoa, I wasn't doing anything. You're a cop, right? No, you got me all wrong. I'm looking for a talent agency by the name of Mega. Why do you think I'm a cop? You only talk about well, that and washing out the pool. Not the temple like that. Oh, I got you. It's not a corner, right? What are you doing, Rebecca? Mega's a what? You won't get any work. Worry not to be bad. Just because I work with one of the best agents in the world. In the end, also, she's not really performance actors in me. Even a children, she said, will have no problem finding work to work. That is what I need to gain in the country. Lucky day. That's what's for it. Come here with me, baby. I can just find out what it is I want to do in life. Well, like I said, I'm looking for Mega. A friend of mine recommended it. You do not talk to someone who's right. Like that, if you absolutely want to do it, you shouldn't wait to play with those because there's no one's there. If even their guys down to one right on the street is that they run up to that roll on TV, you know what I mean? Anyway, you didn't know that from me. You know where I am if you want a real chance, babe. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure, you don't need my permission. You heard of an agency around here called Mega? Mega? No, it doesn't ring a bell. Why? What's it to you? I'm looking for a missing girl. Missing her? Was she foreign? Working at a nightclub? Maybe working for some other types of clubs? I don't remember asking your opinion on the girl. Only opinion about the agency. Either way, answer's the same. I don't know her, Mega, and you probably won't find her, even if I did. Girls just go missing all the time around here, that's for sure. Can I be more specific? No, I don't. Don't think you're delicate types to handle it. Listen, just say that not everyone is nice to the ladies in those places and okay, there's a pot with your questions like that and you're bound to end up in trouble. So if you want help, go ask someone else. Not about it. You don't have to push your back, stop on the punch in the face. Why can I not leave? 1 minute, can I just move my camera because I can't really see. Give me just a second. I'm going to move myself to the other side. Just for now, because I can't seem to... Okay. I couldn't seem to move. Game was having a bit of a problem. Hey, can you spare a minute? Wow, how long have you been standing there? Right, give me just a second, I'm going to move myself back. I don't like being over there. I just couldn't move for some reason, and as soon as I apparently moved my camera, it was like, oh yeah, you can move now. Okay. Me, I just got here. Why so jumpy? Sorry, there's this scary guy with a scar here a little before you. He acted friendly enough, but he made me find it easy. Kept asking me what I was doing here, and if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. He's made the right decision by staying now. Same book. Without me, have you ever had a talent agency or anything with Mega by any chance? Mega? No, I've never heard of it. I'm actually not usually in this part of town. A friend of a friend invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown a relationship. Started to think of some sort of weird setup. Anyway, I still have some pride, so I'm not going to step my town where I should do that. Good luck finding the agency or whatever you're looking for. And if you see that guy I mentioned earlier, that's bad. Okay. Anything, you know, it's about to find agency for the Mega. I think it's agency here. And you can say, not like I'm asking you to take me there personally. What's the issue? You do know where you are. Mega went up against the people. Same people are only permanently off. The myth takeover already racked up quite a body count, but that's probably understood. I'm not sure who you're working for, but you came at a bit of a sensitive time. If I were you, I'd turn around and walk back up that door. How? She's probably killed him too. Killed who? Him, you know. Hakashia, the owner of Mega. Everyone knew he owned the Myth family a small fortune. The word on the street is that there's been a little spring cleaning of any disloyal retainers. Do I have to put it out for you? Good. I've already said too much, and you should stop asking around you. You never know who's listening. I'm going to talk to this guy. Hey, do you know this area? What? I have a question about... What? Speak up! I can't hear you. The speaker's right there. You're going to have to talk louder. I'm looking for an agency. You're looking for an agency? What? No, you're what? I'm looking for information about a Mega talent agency. Do you know anything? Whoa. You really should shut things out like that around here. Excuse me, miss. You might join us next door. Consider an occasion for a liar. Besides, it's not safe to send you to this stuff. Yeah, in fact, we're happy to support you. Who are you? Who do you think? We're just thinking thing up this here. Take it two steps back, please. What was I know you? Yeah, I think you will. Sorry, I know it was too much for. I wasn't asking your permission. Forcing me would be a big mistake. Oh yeah? Why did you figure that? Look around you. You think anyone's gonna help you? Promise you this much. People see us exploring the outfit and they'll look the other way. Now, I could probably break your nose right now and then order a drink, and the bartender bring me that drink before he ever dreamed of wiping the bread off the floor. Not that I'm frightened, you understand? Of course not. We won't want you feeling like you're in danger. Now let's go. Why don't you fight them back? You're a detective, stupid bitch. You've already punched someone in the nose. Punch them in the fucking nose. Welcome, come in. Let me introduce yourself. I'm Casimir Misfortune. Oh, I appreciate you coming by to talk. Your thugs didn't give me much of a choice. To how you think you are calling me a thug? Well, businessman, you got that? Oh, I got it alright, but don't think that you're dressed in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Say another word, you cock bitch. Enough. You say another word and I'll make you wish you hadn't. Now get out, both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite standard, and it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? No thanks. I see. Then excuse me while I pour one for myself. Why don't we just get the small talk and you tell me why I'm here? Seems like you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, and neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up telling me that you, a cop, had walked into my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I hear you've been sniffing around asking about one of my investments. Investments, you mean a Mega? smart girl. Tell me, why is it cop is going around asking questions like that? I'm more curious. Not just any cop, be it a publicly shamed cop on Cop and Leave, a shamed cop with a history of how did they word it? Oh yes, a history of psychotic episodes. How do you know that? We have friends, detective. When detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything, and I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's just say you've tweaked my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off into the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here, correct? No, I don't. I suppose they don't. In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for that fact that no one's coming for you. Funny, you don't strike me as a stupid type, and yet you willingly entered a den of vipers. If you valued your neck staying on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't have done something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you would have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even one in my position. Good, I like you. Given your prickly dementor, I doubt you're working with any of my competitors, and you're definitely not here for your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know. What exactly is it you want to know about Mega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Rena. I was told she was involved in the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Mega is extremely recent. I think you said. To go back further, you have to talk to its president and former owner, the man named Tigz125. As it so happens, it made two of us who would like to have a word with them. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when we handled the business, he became a bit house-stricken and forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he is ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'm not some green recruit. I know how it works by now. What is the catch? You'd never tell me where he is, where he will target him. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. Just one little job, right? Oh, don't make it more difficult than it has to be. You're a agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class, one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something so pesky as morals get in the way. It would be good for information, would you? I've heard about you too, or more accurately, I've heard a lot about your father. As you should, my father was a great man. I'm not surprised you know more about him than me. That changed soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his story much longer. My father always valued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints the picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let people tell you otherwise, detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of barging power right now. If you don't want to work for me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they've got you taking instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that would be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about him. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner who's unfortunately behind on her payments as well. Such a shame too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. So I help out with a few things, and in exchange she kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually benefit relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop, not some Yazkasa debt collector. Do it yourself. A splendid cop. You can't parade your badge around as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to recent transition of power, I can't do it myself. Just this minute. The dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters started panting whenever me or any of the men are seen outside. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm just asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Easy, right? Here, take it. Do this for me, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving you our information about Mega. Also, I remind you that thanks to your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting with Yasaka, wouldn't it? blackmail her. That's such an ugly word, and here I thought we were becoming friends. No, I'm just stating facts into the situation. The business you're going to is a cat calf. Can give you the address on the way out. Wait, a cat calf or what? A cat calf? What else would it be? Well, a cat calf or a cat-made calf? What? Are we talking about cats or people dressed like cats? Because a freaking cat calf, actual cats, adorable, fluffy, pet, precious cats. But how would I invest in some stupid made cats? Cats, normal cats. Damn it, now I've got it worked out. Look, get the goddamn contract signed and we'll talk. Oh, that means I have to go and talk to her! Okay, I'm gonna leave this here because we're gonna get into the deep, juicy shit on having to go back to that cat cab, the one where the cat was poisoned and basically died. It wasn't poisoned, it was lactis and it needed a poop. But we're gonna have to go back there and we're gonna have to go see this contract and just do it. Actually, just sign it. So yeah, I'm gonna end this one here. So if you'd like to, remember to hit the like button and do not forget to hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next stream. Bye bye.